Yeah, fellas, welcome to the Player Supreme Show. We're on the channel Succeed with Supreme. And let me go get the video file. Let's see, just click on YouTube. Yep. Let me go get the... What's up, Remo? You're always usually the first one in here. Okay. I'm just stopping in today to chat with some of the fellas, answer any questions you may have. My message today is, in your life, when you get lemons, you want to turn them into lemonade. That means when life gives you a raw deal, try to turn around and make something positive out of it. The least you can do is learn from something. Like if you made a big mistake on something, then you want to learn, at least learn from your mistake so you never do that again. When you take the attitude of turning lemons into lemonade, you will produce a more positive life for yourself. You'll start having good things happen to you because you expect good to come to you. When you get a situation where it's negative and you're getting down, that's not the place to be. You should never allow yourself to retreat or go into depression, ever. Because who wants to do that? Who wants to sit there and be all depressed and bummed out, not feeling good? Who does that? Think about that. We're men. We're problem solvers. So how about we learn to solve our problems and then move forward from there instead of sinking down. Let's say your girl left you and you're all alone. Now she's out there with someone else, probably. What do? You go out and you replace her with two girls that are better than that. That's what you do. So you turn that bad situation into something positive. I've been watching these videos put out by a guy named King Epic. And apparently he goes to Asian countries and gets prostitutes. He has a whole video channel. He's got a website. I believe he's European. Actually, no, maybe not. I don't think I heard an accent. He might be American. Caucasian. As we know, a lot of the PUAs, they go to Asian countries. And I never thought about prostitutes. I guess that's probably what that Julian guy was doing, was he was an Asian prostitute. That's why he felt bold enough to push her head into his crotch and hump on her head. Skull fucker. I don't know. I have heard that a lot of them will use prostitutes, but wow. Who wants to go to fly all across the world just to get some sex when there's sex from women right around the corner from you? If you go to a nightclub, pay attention, if you go to a nightclub, 64% of the women, as I've said many times before, are there to meet dudes. 64%. That's a large percentage of chicks. So all you gotta do is show up. Show up, learn how to dance, learn how to have a conversation with a female, and learn how to game them. Learn the game. Then you can get all the sex you want, however you want it. If you look below this video, you'll see that I have a list of my products. Number one is 7 steps. Learn the real truth of the game. Learn what it takes to attract women and the basics of sex and communication skills. So I put everything in that first. That's my second book. But I wrote down everything I learned about the game. Then I have my next product, which would be how to make women come. So I teach you the basics in my 7 steps. Everything that I ever put out is from 7 steps. And I just expanded on it. So I go in depth on how to make women come. As I said, expand on what is taught in my 7 steps. I go in depth into how to make women come. I also teach how to make yourself last longer in bed. Then third is my female mind seduction, aka mind fucking. And with this course, I teach how to mentally seduce and control women, how to get into their heads and manipulate them. That's my most dangerous product out there. Brother Grease used it on his the girl he's with right now, and wrote me and said, "This is some dangerous shit." Confidence kicker / fear course added, and that's my confidence program, because confidence is the #1 characteristic that women find attractive in men. If you lack confidence, that makes you kind of awkward when you go into social situations. You know how you are. You're thinking everybody's looking at you. You move awkwardly. You think people are going to notice if you don't walk a certain way. You hold yourself real tight and stiff. That's just awkward. So when you have confidence, you learn to relax in any type of environment. You'll learn how to become more confident in this program with 5-minute a day little video lessons that last for over 50 days. Most people get their confidence way before then. Now, as I said, I added my 3-week fear course to that, and that's designed to you guys who have fear of approaching, fear of talking, whatever your fear is, designed to help you get over your fears. Next, we have 8 steps to becoming a real man, or learn how to be a real man, basically. And in today's age, we've been feminized. I see a lot of males out there with very feminine characteristics, and women recognize those characteristics, and they're not attracted to that. So let me show you how to be the type of man that women crave. Then I have my past show episodes, and that's 4 gigs of my original podcast teaching shows that created top players on the internet, such as Grease 2000, DJ Dan. He's in my video from Geek to Pimp on my other channel, The Real Men Show. Just type in from Geek to Pimp. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Should put this in quotes. Other shit will come up. Yep, other shit came up. Used to be I could pull that video, type in that, and that's the only thing that would come up. Now that's the last thing that comes up. Times have changed. Oh, the Frank Talks interview came up. Jesus Christ. A lot of my other videos are coming up, but not this particular video. It's a great video. You can, yes, I should type in the transformation of Dan. Results. Fuck. Take out the quotes because I'm going to have the title properly. There it is. Okay. From Geek to Pimp, the transformation of Dan. Let me show you a little bit of this video, show you what you can do with yourself. Now, the person I'm talking about is was on my site. His name is DJ Dan. And I first met him when I was on So Simp, aka So Suave. Now, he used a very harsh acne drug called Accutane. And that's very, very strong stuff to get rid of his red marks and all that. But I met him on So Suave, and I gave him some advice. And that's what his word, these are his words. Actually, we met at So Suave. So a lot of people, they don't like when I give them advice, they get all sensitive. And I'm trying to create men, not coddle boys. So my advice, when I look at his photos, he said it seemed harsh and evil. No, it was just a man's advice. See, there's few real men around left on the planet to give advice. Now, I give the truth. He was a skinny geek. What can I say? I told him to grow his hair long. Let's hit the gym. Let's get up on the iron. Yes, I told him about his posture, how to walk, how to stand when he goes to the nightclub, how to lean against the bar, as you'll see. He's getting muscle here. He just now started, pack on some size there, or some muscle. And if you're skinny like that, he weighed like 135 pounds, or somewhere in there, you need to hit the gym. Now the nerds on So Suave said, you didn't put on 50 pounds of muscle, you didn't be over a year. You put on 50 pounds of weight. It may not have been all muscle. It's him, it was all muscle. He looked lean. It was like low body fat though. See? Remember, he was ultra skinny. And muscle weighs more than fat. He also started modeling at one point. See that the acne stuff is all gone. See how better he looks with longer hair? He's a full-blooded Romanian. And we're able to bring out his genetic look out of him. As you know, I teach no-ho chasing. And I keep running this problem with a lot of the guys I'm working with privately. Like one of the guys I'm coaching, he fell back into ho chasing, and I've had to, remind him what a silly proposition that is. Well, he's actually way on the better side of looks, but still, it's no guarantee. It's no guarantee of success. It's a numbers thing, and I choose not to play the numbers game. I rather have a sure shot. See how he's leaning against the bar? That is a sexual pose that will attract women. He just needs to push his hips forward more. Also, you can put your thumbs in the top of your belt with your fingers pointing towards your crotch. That's a subconscious thing that will affect women. But he went from no females, his girlfriend cheated on him with a bunch of black dudes and fucked them all in the back of a van, to becoming successful with women. Huh. That was a little Portuguese girl up in Canada. And I stuck that in there because he said, you know, real man. So I found his baby photo and put it in there. So he's doing, these are some of his internet dating photos. He's doing masculine things, okay? Sitting behind a race car. For a long time, I thought that was a tool in his hand, but that's actually a magazine, as I now see. It would look better if he had like a wrench in his hand. That looks cool. But you notice his stance has changed. The way he stands, the way he presents himself. So that's an example of what I do. If you let me. And the key word is let. If you follow what I say, then you will be successful in the game. So I was talking last about my past shows. Out of that came DJ Dan, Grease 2000, when he had his stomach surgery. He was laying in the hospital bed. As he told me, his wife wouldn't even visit him. And he had just those shows. But he sure paid her back. Then I have my book, Nightclub Pimping. That's where I was in the nightclubs for 20 years. And I show you all about being successful in nightclubs. From when you first get out of your car or walk up to get into the club. That's when the selection process actually starts. Because as I was telling my coaching client the other day, that you're in the game the moment you get out of the car. Because girls are getting out of cars, they're watching who's going to the lines, they're observing you. So when you stand in line, you want to talk to the girls behind you and talk to the girls in front of you, or whoever's around you. Okay? If it's girls, make a connection with them. So when you get inside, you know someone. All right? You know someone. That way you could have someone you can dance with. Does that make sense? To you guys who are afraid to ask a girl to dance, you know this person. You already talked to them. All you gotta do is when you, like I told my guy the other day, when you get inside, if they're in front of you, they're in their pain, say, hey, save me a dance when we get in there. I'll come get you when a good song comes on. And I took that phrase, I'll get you when a good song comes on, from Tariq Nasheed. If she's behind you, you walk in first, pay, hey, make sure you save me a dance. That's all you gotta do. Then you got the hookup, an immediate hookup to dance. And then you go into the club, as I teach, go get your drink, whatever it is, orange juice or Coke or whatever, and lean back and look for eye contact. But first, before you even walk in there, you stop. Because girls pay attention to who comes in the club. That's why they position themselves. So they always scan the room to see new guys that come in the room. Girls are smart. You guys don't think about shit like that. You guys are dudes. As I told you, dudes are stupid. We do stupid shit. That's why girls are out flanking us in the game. But I'm here to reverse that shit. So soon after you pay, you stop right there at the door and scan for eye contact. See who's looking at you. Take note of them, because those are the girls you're going to ask to dance to get yourself warmed up. You guys know, how, if you guys ever been to a club, if you have someone dance where you get warmed up, after you start dancing a few times, you feel good, your confidence goes up. That's what that's for. So, pick one of the girls at the bar, drinking, observing for eye contact. Now pick the hottest one that has given you eye contact and go over there and reach out. Take it to the floor. Don't yell at her, hey, you want to dance? No, just reach your hand out. She knows what you want. Just walk over, touch your hand a little bit. Come on. And head to the floor. Okay? Next, we have pure pimping. And as you guys seen, I had 31 emails. Those came over time, though. I rarely answer them. In fact, it's super rare to not answer anything. And I feel bad for the girls that write me because it makes it like they're not attractive enough. I've had girls actually quit POF because I didn't respond. Oh, fuck. And I don't mean to hurt girls' feelings. Just I'm trying to use that to teach you guys that, yes, you can get girls to email you if you do your profiles the right way. Do a power profile. So I teach you the basics of putting together a profile. Then we have nightclub dancing. I used to teach hip hop. I taught aerobics for 24 years. I've been a personal trainer for over 30 years. I taught hip hop also. So I was a dance teacher. Okay. I could actually teach a jazz dance class, a beginning one too, but that was not my specialty. That was not something I've ever taught or something that I ever even thought of teaching. But I can teach hip hop. So I teach you the basics of dance in that program. It's a video program. Then how to tell if a girl likes you. That's where I took off a list of what women give off as signals that they like you. And I think it's like over 60 of them, something like that. And I had Jovina actually act those out. So I give you a video presentation, tell you what all the stuff that women will give off to you. And then along with that, there's a video of Jovina acting out each one there. Sorry. Then I've also got my master public speaking program and, of course, private coaching. If you're still struggling, that's where you want to go. Except not this month, not till September, because I'll be going on vacation. All right, questions. What's up, Dominic? He says, I used to be skinny like his before pictures. It's embarrassing to look back on. Yeah. Rideshare, Yo Supremo. Are you still adding a blog section to the site? Oh, you got that all fucked up. I was going to move the site to a blog. I know how to manage a blog. I know how to work with a blog. I don't know PHP. So you got that all fucked up. I was going to move the entire site to a blog. Then I realized I got a ton of posts on there. I don't want to lose those posts and start all over. I've also got a ton of podcast shows. So I don't know if I can find someone that's really good that knows how to migrate all that stuff over, then I'll do that. Ralph Silva. But I'm done with PHP. I'd rather have my site on a blog. Yo, Supreme, thanks for all the great advice. You're welcome. And it's good that women got rejected for a change. Yeah. I don't bear women no harm. You know, I don't hate white women for not wanting to date a black guy. I don't get mad at them for that. I understand. You know, they want to have kids that look like them. They want to have kids that have hair that they can take care of, they know about. They don't end up with my baby, you know, someone from me or someone like me. Kartik, greetings and salutations. Same to you. Dominic Griffin, Yo Supreme, why do strippers keep hitting me up on POF? I have no idea, but go with it. I have no idea. They might sense a chump, or they might think you're God's gift to women. I want to line up and get some of that. Remo says they are probably fake. Ah, man, is POF still doing that? I've been a fakie in ages. I do get what I believe are the fake meet-me's. That's why I always put it in their search engine and see if they're real. And if you put it in the search engine and nothing happens, that's a fake profile. Kartik, a lot of people of all races want to date their own kind. Well, can you blame them? You know, white folks, white women for white guys. Asian women are for Asians. East Indian women are for East Indians. Black women are for black men. It's us on the internet in this group that are trying to break down the barriers and, you know, get at other women. Yo, Supreme, I had another date with another awkward girl. You keep attracting those awkward girls. I'm asking, you know, what's going on with you that you attract these awkward ass females? Kartig. Some profiles on dating sites are fake. Yeah, they were really bad at that back in like 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. They were fucking, all the sites were cheating like that. But they usually try to sell you on something. SAL, good part of the game. If they're the hookers or whatever, spammers, they're usually dudes, okay, who are trying to make money on the internet. And I've seen the marketing stuff with all that. They teach you how to create a fake girl's profile, just like with Facebook. They're doing that fake girl's profile to get your the amount of people on your channel up or profile up, and then you start selling products. Just put out a little post. Hey, this was a great product. You guys should check it out. And all they want is just a click. That's when they're getting like $1 per click. Same thing with on the online profiles. These are girls, or guys rather, who are trying to get you to click over to another site, and they'll get paid for the click, and they'll get paid even more money if you join. And Remo says, and this one was in the top 3 of weirdness. Wow, I'd never had that problem. Donna says, how do you search? Real easy. Here's the videos I've been watching of that guy that's going through the Asian countries. This brother got busted on camera. He got some big legs though. Let's see. POF. Username search. All you gotta do is type into Google POF search. Search by username. And there it is. That's the same page. Just put their name in there. If you get an email from them, or a meet me, or whatever, just put it in here and you see if the user is a real person. Right here. Oh, I thought you were just going to add a sub URL to like zenmac.com/blog. No, I can do that. I don't want that. I did want to have a blog in front of ZenMac, is what I decided to end up maybe doing. Like I hire someone that can do that for me. Put the blog in front. I'm not sure how to do it. I know if I upload all the blog material to the folder that the site sits in, I have to do something so that everybody will hit that first. Then from there I can link to the actual subdirectory or the subfiles that are in there. But I'm just not sure about that. I don't want to take the whole site down. It would be nice to have a blog at least in the front of it. But I'll shut off all the comment stuff, because dudes will try to get free advice and all that kind of shit. You got to wait for my shows. Remo, and she didn't show any signs that she was weird. There's nothing wrong with me. It's mainly the women. Well, if you're attracting them, then I have to look at you. If you're the common denominator, then there's something going on inside of you. Remember, I attracted girls that were abused until I realized, okay, so I was verbally and physically abused as a kid. And must be why I'm attracting all these girls that were abused. Abuse is abuse. I got the typical black upbringing. Beat with extension cord, called a wench by my mom, and all these other names and shit. So that's why I started fucking a lot of chicks to get all that love from them. But when I did the healing on that, I didn't attract any more girls like that anymore. And this is going back as recent as before I left the game, from Tanya to Jovina. Let's see, Dominic. That's why you use video chat. Don't know what you mean. Oh, video chats. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you see if they're real. I like to talk to them direct mail, or sorry, DM rather. That's a phrase I thought was a nerd phrase. It looks like it's the current phrase for direct messaging instead of instant messaging. So I rather talk to them on instant message app or direct mail app. Sorry, direct message app. Then maybe get them on video. Usually by then I've had them send me photos. That's why, let's see, documents. That's why I end up like this. Send me your photo first before we meet. You know, I get all the photos. I actually never met her. She's with somebody famous there. But let's see. I also didn't meet her. The rest of them I met. This one lived too far away. Anyways, I end up with their photos. Let's see, let's go back here. Where was it? Oops, I don't see that. Our boobs are covered. I had another folder full of photos. Fuck it. Dominic. Back in my day, they didn't have video chat. They just had instant messaging. Dominic Griffin, to make use, it's not a catfish. Yeah, I've watched that show, Catfish. Quite a few seasons. Kartik, Players Screen. Any advice on starting an internet business similar to your model information-based products, social media, etc.? Yeah. Put up a blog and write articles about your whatever information you're sharing. Also do videos. Put up a fan page around your subject. Put posts on the fan page. And if you want to advertise, you could actually advertise the posts. That works really well. It's really cheap versus just direct advertising. And you can put a video in the post as well, and that'll attract more eyeballs to your site. I just announced that one of my fan pages has just under 6,000 people on it, and I had left it alone. So I went back in today because I'm trying to get into the fitness industry. I'm coming back into it late. I was one of the few people on YouTube that had workout videos on there. This is going back to 2008, 2007, 2008, somewhere in there. I forget when it started. But I've put most of the videos on unlisted. If you look for my old one called One Stop Fitness. Yeah, there's Jovina. I had videos that went way, way back. Now I took them all down. Or they're still here, but I don't remember how to get in there anymore either. I got 353 subscribers. Didn't know that. They're there for the workout stuff. The workout videos, they had like ab workouts. Ride share. Fuck. when you were going through that stuff with your little brother's cancer stuff, how did you grieve, the word you want to use is grieve, without allowing the grief process to repel women around you? Huh. What I did was I buried it. And I went, if you were around back then, you weren't around back then, but I worked my way through it. I kept doing my podcast shows, because I just started doing podcast shows. I kept doing them. I kept answering questions. I buried myself into my work. And I'd settled down with Jovina. Yeah, because I had moved in with her during that time period. No, it was after that. I think it was after, I was at her house the night he died. And I turned my phone off for some reason that night. And that's when his sons had left me 32 messages. I'll never forget that. I wasn't there for them because he had died during the night. And I don't handle grief the right way, I'm told, by burying it. I should have went to some kind of grief counseling because I thought we'd all live forever. I didn't think my little brother would just fucking die. So I was already out the game, basically, though. Kartig says, Remo, in a metaphysical context, like attracts like. You attract women on the same frequency bandwidth that you're on. Just listen when dealing in third density. When dealing in third density, each chick is telling you a message. Yeah. And Remo says, yeah, I hear you, but there's nothing weird about me. So you believe. I'm just kidding. I'm usually the one in those situations working to make their interaction less weird. And what is third density? That's a new one to me too. Third dimensional reality. Huh. You may believe there's nothing weird about you, but you may be in denial, or you have some issues you need to take care of. Remember that stuff we were working on there, Remo? That may be why you attract these types of women. That whole disconnect thing. You may not see that as weird, but it is different. And Kartik gives more advice. Just observe what's weird about the women you're meeting. Then start to look at yourself. But basically, raise your vibrations. Good advice. They are just quirky and awkward socially. And I'm not like that. And that's true. You're not awkward socially. But we all have mental stuff going on with us, you know. I had my whole power thing. I have control over all the bitches. Females. Kartik, try to figure out the root cause. Sorry. That says route, man. You got me sound like an idiot here. Root cause, because being socially awkward is quirky, is just fear. That he doesn't have a problem with that. I give him a props on that one. Maybe a fear of being vulnerable. That he does have, and intimate. He has no problem with intimacy, but maybe vulnerability. A lot of us males have. Recognize the fears of your life and start dealing with it. And Remo goes on to defend himself. And when I'm talking to them, they are fine. But when we meet, they either act strange or act very nervous. You might be projected, or maybe Remo has a no-nonsense personality that we're trying to smooth out. But he might be projected that no-nonsense thing at the women in his mannerisms and not even be aware of it. And that caused them to get a little quirky and nervous. Because that no-nonsense can be kind of intimidating there, Remo. And that's your style, just smooth out a little bit. That's how some of the pimps were. They're no-nonsense. Others were a little more laissez-faire. They're smoother, basically. But some were just about the business. This is coming off the Pimps Network. Dominic. Okay, I searched her profile. It's weird, or it's real. Kartik continues. Trying to figure out. Okay, I've done that one. Are you talking online? Question mark. Maybe your energy could be off. That's why they're acting strange or nervous. Now, this happens when they meet in person. The Kartik women are very sensitive, timid. Yes, they are. They have instinct and intuition. Yes, they do. David Akonde, very true, Kartik. I need to increase my energy, he says. Rideshare, aka Aries. What was the moment you decided to go bald and start shaving your head? What did your friends and family say to you? The ones who knew you with hair. My hair was really thin. I had a balding spot that started when I was in like early 20s. And I used to keep it real short. I kept it really close to my head. I guess it's not a great photo. It came down here into that widow's peak, and then it was close on the sides. I think I was about 35 when I shaved it, when I actually just cut it all off. And I like the bald look. It works. I used to wear double earrings, and women like that. Big, bald, black guy with a goatee. I had a full goatee. And I saw that first Underworld. And the guy that had that really deep voice, that was the werewolf that I can't even get that deep. He had just a chin thing, and I thought it was pretty cool. So I copied that from him. I stole the idea from him. Shit. Chris James, going out tonight but have no plan. Your plan should be to meet a new female. Always have the intention of meeting someone. That way you stay on point. Kartik, there's new technology for hair loss. Check out micro scalp pigmentation, hair cloning, etc. Hair transplants will be replaced by superior methods. I'm good. I don't mind the bald look. I did want to have the option to be able to do both. Like when the flat top was popular, I had the hole in my head. I just shaved it all off. Because I started seeing bald guys. I said, okay, let me just try this. And it worked. Breakthroughs in the next few years. Some technology still in phase 2 or beta testing. Well, when they solve the problem, I'll probably take care of it and grow it short. Army style. It's known for a black guy to be bald to a certain extent. Actually, American blacks. I haven't seen that problem all over Africa. It's those of us that have European blood in us, I believe. As far as I could tell, I haven't seen African males going bald. Maybe I haven't looked enough, so I thought it was my dad bald at an early age as well. And I used to have my hair like that. He started balding in his 30s. I started balding in my 20s. Black guys look the best with short hair. White guys, not really. I think brothers look the best with the bald heads. We carry it off better because we have a certain type of head. You know, my head is like really round. Othello was bald too. I didn't know that, Dominic. Bangura, what's up, player? What's up? We doing video? I'm doing video. Chris James, yes, my purpose is to find women. Just don't have a destination yet. Gotcha. Dominic, you're frozen for some reason, Supreme. Hold on. Nope. Anyone else think I'm frozen up? Christopher Williams says, what's up, Supreme? Oh, he's probably looking at this. That's because I video file hit play, so I don't hear double repeats. Someone said I had a head look like a fat orange. And I agree. Sometimes it gets that orange color. Cartig, player, is it possible to make good, consistent income with an internet business? Yes. The top marketers, they're making over $1 million, actually millions. Last 2 years, I just been sitting on hold, not doing anything. But before that, I was making really good money. I just now started going for it again, really going for it again. Actually, I should say for the last year, after I lost my channel. I haven't had the desire to build back 8+ years of video stuff that I did. I have no desire to do that again. To recreate 6,000 videos. I'm just not feeling it. Bangura, been chasing the money, player, been busy. Life has been taking super turns up, all towards up. That's good, Bangura. He also says, got infinite hoes, but love my girlfriend, and we're going strong. Still have a team, though. A young fella has to have a team. And Bangura fucks with some fine-ass females, too. He is like David Conde. I believe David Conde was born in Europe. Is that correct, David? But his parents are from the motherland. Christopher Williams. Anyone that wants to change their ways, I advise you to get Player Supreme's first 3 products and master each one of them at your own pace. Kartik says, congrats, Bangura, on your success. Yeah, big ups. Yo, Supreme, I found out my great-great-grandmother was born on a Indian reservation and grandfather, and fought in WW1. You're part Native American, right? Small part. My little brother was born on a Native reservation also. My dad was a quarter Native, a quarter white, and half black. So he's basically half black. Someone said he doesn't look like a mulatto. He's not a mulatto. He's a trilotto, or triracial is a word for it. And Condi says, yep, London. Bangura says, thanks, Chris James. Bangura needs to start teaching. One of the more successful of Supreme students. Yeah, Greece is taking a break. So we need some brothers to keep helping out. Ride share. Is that London guy still on the site? No, I just saw his name from 2010. We had a guy from London named, what about the screen of Mr. London? Bangura. Now, he and I got into a beef, and after that, I just couldn't feel it anymore. And then he was saying everybody on the site was what do you say? Their ride share about us, that we were a cult. Jesus Christ. Bangura, Supreme Channel helped and reinforced a lot. Chris Williams, I agree with you, Bangura. Supreme Channel will turn you from a dud to a stud. I'm going to teach what's going to work. I could teach hoe chasing. The same stuff I teach would apply to that. Dominic says, wow, a cult. That's because my guys know the truth of dating, and many of them, the majority of them, still refuse to go out there chasing after females. And they're very adamant about it. Like I said, I could have made a lot of money if I just taught how to hoe chase. The stuff that I teach works for that as well. Work on your communication skills, learn how to fuck, build your confidence, all that stuff. It'll make you a better hoe chaser. Right here, yeah, I don't think that London liked that you were anti-homo. That's what it was. Yeah, because he's in England and they're very homo-friendly over there. They're very, dare I say, pussified. They're extremely, there are some males over there that are extremely pussified and, you know, homo-friendly. Thanks for reminding me of that. That's what started our beef, as I recall. It was over that. And in my house, you know, it's my site. I have my attitudes. I have my beliefs. And I talked about homosexuals back then. The problem is that there are males in this community that are unsure of themselves. And when I was on So Suave, there was a dude that was promoting, hey, we should date transsexuals. And he showed a picture of I thought it was a girl. It was a transsexual. Had a girl face, a girl body, but it was a dude. Of course, Brazilian, because I did my little investigation. That's where the best surgeries come from. And I explained to the dude that, well, this dude is going to want something in return. They don't just bend over and get bit up the ass. They want something in return. So you have to either get your mouth ready or get your butthole ready. And I was trying to prevent guys who were unsure of themselves from wandering over to the gay side. Because there are guys that were hanging out there that were on the fence. In fact, there's that one guy, Karma. I think his name is Karma. He's definitely homosexual. He's what they call the bear men. He's squat, hairy, and he likes to talk and chat with guys off that site online. I wouldn't trust that guy to even stand in his room. Dominic, laugh my ass off. My grandfather used to say pussified. Yeah, it's an old school word. That's cool. Your grandfather fought in World War I. There were a lot of soldiers that fought, black soldiers that fought in World War I. The sad thing is that there have been tons of successful black towns. There is a black town that they call the Black Wall Street that white folks destroyed. They bombed it from the air. The only city in America to be bombed. Documentary on it, 1921. A guy I know, his mother was there. They shot down blacks in the streets. One guy was a soldier, and he was black, stupid, because he thought they wouldn't do anything to him. If he put on his uniform, stood in front of his house saluting, they shot him, the white folks shot him down like a dog, then robbed his ass. So I would have got my gun and protected my property. I would stand there thinking that just because they were soldiers, I was a soldier, there'd be some love going on between them. So good documentary. I recommend you guys watch it. It tells all about it. One white woman who survived that event, she tells a story of she saw a truck full of dead black bodies, and there were children in there they shot down. And she talked about how high the bodies was piled up. That's in this documentary. I was just getting ready to watch a video on successful black communities put out by Cynthia G. And apparently the Republicans are studying them. You know, why are they being successful when they should be oppressed and downtrodden? And it's 5:55. Good. I'm going to end this at the top of the hour as Jovina's getting ready to fix dinner when she finishes waking up. My great-great-grandfather fought in WW1, but his grandson, my grandfather, fought in the Korean War. My father also fought in the Korean War, and he got the Purple Hearts from that. He was in the Army. Then he went over to the Air Force. And that's where I was born. I was born at Fort Lewis, right next to Seattle there, Seattle, Washington. Let's see, right here. You expanded the Black consciousness section. No, I haven't. Shit on hoe chasing and pull no punches about working towards being real men. But I'm sure it's cost you some money. Is it hard to maintain your integrity? Yeah. A lot of my Caucasian fellows left the forum after I started putting up Black history videos. Like, if you remember that Con Act guy, he left. He got all pissed off. He was the one that wanted to date black women. He was only looking for black women. I guess he has some kind of power thing going through, a slave master thing. And for me, educating black folks to our history, you know, just didn't sit well with them. Also, there have been others, but I was looking over the PayPal when I get a notification of everybody that signs up, and I was looking at some. There's still a lot of white guys there. They're just quiet. I don't know why they're quiet. Marty will speak. Also, Anders, the guy over in Europe, he speaks, but a lot of them just stay quiet. I don't know why. You can't download videos unless you make, or download podcast shows unless you make 7 comments. And this, what's so hard about, hey, this is a great post, thanks for the information. Christopher, hope all you players have fun this weekend. Hit up a club or bar up tonight. Rideshare. Yeah, Connacht was in the Black Caribbean women, I believe. Yeah. Actually, any type of black women, but those are the ones that were more acceptable to dating them. I can't remember what subject he really got angry over. That was researching at the time. A lot of the white racists say that we're stealing history. But the real truth is we're uncovering the truth of history. Like that Spencer wants to believe the Egyptians were white. That's how far their silliness goes. Chris James, looks like I'm flying solo. All my friends are old, lame men now. At 40, I was going out by myself too. I liked it better. I tried the road dogs in my 30s. I'll go to my early 40s, but I preferred going alone. And you don't look your age anyway, Chris. So you should be okay. That's one thing you got to thank your father for. Dominic, yeah, the races are fools. The Egyptians said they came from where the Nile began. Yeah. were the Blue Mountains, at the foot of the Blue Mountains. And that's down in Kenya area, where the Nile begins. But they don't tell that to the world because it's white folks that keep that whole thing going. They go to see because they believe it's, I think most of them believe it was Persians or something like that. Even though there's no pyramids in those countries. But if they thought it was black people that built it, they wouldn't go. Good night, Supreme and players. Good luck there, brother. Play the right music before you go out. Chris Williams, I'm in my 20s and I'm flying solo now. One of my homies said I changed up on him. Sounds like some faggot shit to me. Yeah. The Malice one. That's not a good screen name there, dude. Is 165 too skinny for a 6-foot male? I used to weigh 159 and I was thin. But hey, I still got women at that height, or at height and weight. I'm just under 6'1". So I'd always just say 6 feet. And I was lighter than that. I went up to 165. Then I went from there to 180. And 180 was really good. But my best was I was hitting the weights really hard, and I got up to 225. The Mouse one. The reason I asked is because I went from 245 to 165. I lost weight. That's a good weight loss. That's almost 100 pounds, you know. At 6 feet, I would put my weight at about 195 because that's of muscle. You know, keep your body fat low, but 195. Like when I was 159, I had a 28-inch waistline, something like that. And my clothes hung off of me because I was competing for, actually, I was 159 when I taught a lot of aerobic classes, but then I went back down to 159 when I was competing. But I was too skinny. I couldn't win. But for me, 225 was the best. I had a 34-inch waist. I didn't have a solid six-pack, but you can see the cuts of my abs. Did you squat back in the day? Yes, I did. Squat was my mainstay. I got up under the iron there, right here. I'm 5'9" and a half. I weigh 150. I still look skinny with the shirt on. Get your weight up. There's something I remember called the 20 rep squat, and I got it in this call 603. You stack that weight on. You stopped when you got to 20, however many breaks it took. And fellas, that's all the time I have. Again, I'm working on my Facebook stuff. I'm really pleased with some of the results I've gotten off of Facebook. And you can build a business just off of Facebook. Okay, good. I was going to show you guys my likes. Really, really pleased. Let's see, go here, insights. I just put 2 posts today. So I'm at 5,903 likes. So today, that's almost 6,000. I can do marketing, which I'm doing on this page right now. And looking to build a business. So you can do it out there. A lot of people are making money off of Facebook. Some are making money off of YouTube. They're carting. You want to get into internet marketing by joining, it should be free, thewarriorforum.com. And look, there's good posts on here, helping rank my videos. That's one thing I can do very well is rank videos. As I showed rideshare, I've done courses on my site, how to rank a video. So if you need any more help or got questions, just ask me that stuff in the future and we'll get you hooked up. And I'm out of here, fellas. Have a good weekend.